Welcome friends to the Mathematics Made Manageable Mathematics video tutorial series prepared by M. Srinivasan, Training Associate Mathematics, KVS Z Mumbai. Reference material in all chapters of class 12 Mathematics is available easily to all the students. The students are not able to gather necessary help from this material as students need detailed explanation of the solution steps, recollection of concepts required for the solution at required places, tips to do problems with slight changes, tips to reduce errors. The above needs of the students is taken care of at this tutorial series. Important concepts and solutions to NCERT textbook questions in each chapter is prepared using PowerPoint presentation and the same is converted into video. The concept and solutions are supported by necessary narrations. The tutorial is only a supplementary material to students and it cannot replace the classroom teaching by an experienced teacher. Okay, the PowerPoint presentations with the solutions can be downloaded from the link given at the bottom of this video. The link to the PPT and also link to the PPT with the narration is given at the bottom of the video which you are watching. Welcome back. Mathematics video tutorial series, chapter 4, determinants, topic minors and cofactors. In this chapter we will see what is meaning of a minor of a determinant and what are the cofactors of the elements of a determinant, and let us try to connect it with the value of the determinant. What is the meaning of minor of an element? Minor of an element is the determinant obtained by deleting the ith row and the jth column in which the element Aij lies. I think this process already you have done it in the previous exercise where you were expanding a determinant to get its value by expanding through the row number 1 or row number 2. How you did it? Whenever you are doing it with row number 1, we will take that element, multiply it by a 2 cross 2 determinant obtained by removing the row and column in which it lies. We have done it in many cases to get the value of the determinant. That is meaning expansion of a determinant. Whatever the 2 cross 2 determinant which you obtained by removing a row in which a element lies and a column in which an element lies is nothing but the minor. There we have taken only 3 minors at a time whenever we are doing the expansion of a determinant. In this section we are going to see the minors of all the elements of the determinant. Minor of an element is denoted by Mij. For example, we will call it as M11, M12, M13 in a 3 cross 3 determinant, and accordingly we will just call it as M12, M21, 22, 23, 31, 32, 33. Okay. Minor of an element of a determinant, I am just explaining it once again. Minor of A11, how will you do it? It is a 2 cross 2 determinant obtained by removing the first row and the first column. But you got it now? A22, A23 and A32 and A33. That is nothing but the minor of M11. How to get the minor of A12? I will explain for the first row. The same explanation is for the other elements of the second row and the third row also. How to get it? M12. Remove the first row and the second column like this. Okay. Now what is the 2 cross 2 determinant you got? It is A21, A23, A31, A33. Now how to get the minor of A13? This is, I think you are seeing that actually we are doing the way we are expanding a determinant. This is with respect to the first row. First row and the third column is to be removed. And you got A 2 cross 2 which is nothing but A21, A22, A31, A32. But the same thing, for example, if you want to do it for A21, you have to remove the second row and the first column. You get A12, A13, A32, A33. No need to explain it because we have done it in expansion of a determinant. Therefore, every element will have a minor like this. Now, the next question is, as we are calling a minor of an element as a 2 cross 2 determinant, every determinant will have an value. We are going to definition cofactor. The value of the minor with an appropriate sign will be called the cofactor. I repeat, the value of a minor of an element with appropriate sign. What is that sign? We are going to explain it now. The cofactor of an element Aij is denoted by capital Aij is defined by Aij is equal to -1 whole power I plus j into Mij. You know that what is that Mij? Mij is nothing but the minor. It is having a value. It is a 2x2 determinant. With the determinant, you attach a sign to it. What is that sign? -1 whole power I plus j. What is that I? The row in which the element lies. J is the column in which the element lies. Now it is a very simple calculation. -1 whole power a even number is positive. -1 whole power a negative odd number is negative. Therefore, alternatively, you will get the sign. That is why, while we are expanding through the first row, can you remember? The first element we took it as plus, second element we took it as minus, the third element we took it as plus. We know it. But the same thing we are doing here only. Therefore, Aij is -1 whole power I plus j into Mij, where Mij is the minor of Aij. Okay. Let us, I think I'm recollecting it once again. What is the cofactor of A11 now? It is capital A11, which is nothing but -1 whole power 1 plus 1. Because A11, therefore it is 1 plus 1. Therefore it is, by removing it, we will get plus. Therefore for the first element it is plus. Now can you guess what will be the cofactor of A12? It is -1 whole power 1 plus 2, because -1 whole power I plus j. For M12 how to get? Second column and the first row are to be removed. For minus of, that is why while you are expanding in a determinant with respect to the first row, we took a minus sign for the second element. Okay, now this is the same thing. I think you can now guess it. A13, cofactor of A13 is A13, which is -1 whole power 1 plus 3, and it is -1 whole power 1 plus 3 is positive, and M13. Therefore, you got it. How you got it? You know that it is obtained by removing the first row and the third column, and it will be a positive one. Now you know how to evaluate it. Okay, plus minus, alternatively you will be getting it. Okay, value of the determinant through the cofactors is sum of the product of elements of any row with their corresponding cofactors. Therefore, to evaluate a determinant, you have to multiply the element with its cofactor and then add everything, you will get it. I think this is the same thing we did it in explaining how to expand a 3x3 determinant. We did this one only. We simply found the product, sum of the product of elements of any row with the corresponding cofactors. Therefore, you can take any row or any column, take the element, find it cofactor, multiply it. Again, take the second element, find it cofactor, multiply it. Again, find the third element, multiply it the cofactor, and add everything. You will get the sum. Okay, now I think you can recollect it how we expanded a determinant through the first row, first, second row, third row, or first column, second column, third column. Actually, you got the idea now. I'm taking one example. I am taking A11 multiplied with A11, A12 multiplied with the cofactor plus A13 multiplied with the cofactor. Remember that this is very interesting thing. There are 6 ways of finding the value of the determinant. You see everywhere the element is multiplied with its cofactor only. For example, the first 3 I have done it with the first row, second row, and the third row. That's second set of 3 I have done it with first column, second column, and the third column. If it is A21, it should be multiplied with its cofactor A21 only. Be careful with that. We cannot have any kind of zigzag way of multiplying it. The element multiplied by its corresponding cofactor. That you have to remember. Aij is the element and capital Aij is the cofactor. Let us try to do exercise 4.4, very small exercise. Write the minors and cofactor of the elements of a 2 cross 2. You know how to do it. Very simple. The minors are M11. The minor is remove its row and then first row and the first column. You will get 3. Then minor of the element A12 will be 0. Minor of the element A21 will be minus 4. M22 will be minor of the element A22, which will be 2. I think you know how to get it. It is very simple. Now, if you add the corresponding sign to it, you will get the cofactor. For M11, it will be a positive, therefore 3. For A12, it will be negative, but there is already 0 there, therefore it is 0. A21, once again positive, because minus into minus is positive. A22, it is once again positive, therefore you got it 2. Therefore, the cofactors are 3, 0, 4 and 2. Number 2, once again we have been given A, B, C, D. Let us find the minors first. For M11 it is D. For M12 it is B. For M21 it is C. For M22 it is A. How to get the cofactors now? For A11 it is positive, therefore directly D. A12 it will be negative because minus 1 whole power 1 plus 2, therefore minus B. A21 it will be positive, therefore negative, therefore minus C, therefore it is minus C. A22 once again positive, therefore it is A. Therefore the cofactors are D minus B minus C and A. Okay, now this is a problem where we have to find the minors and cofactors of a particular determinant of 3 cross 3. It's a special one. It is actually a determinant of an identity matrix. Let us see. Minors of the element A11, remove the row in which 1 lies and column in which the 1 lies. Therefore you will get 1, 0, 0, 1. Therefore the answer is 1. For M12, the answer is 0. M13, the answer is 0. Let us come to the elements in the second row. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, therefore 0. M22, it will be 1. M23, it will be 0. And M31, the third row elements, minor of the element is a 2 cross 2 determinant 0, 0, 1, 0, therefore 0. M32, 1, 0, 0, 0, therefore 0. Then M33, minor of the element A33, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. The minors are obtained by removing the row in which the element lies and the column in which the element lies. Here I have found only the minors. How to get the cofactors? Attach the respective sign. If it is minus 1 whole power even number positive, minus 1 whole power odd number negative. Let's come back to the cofactors now. For A11, it is minus 1 whole power 1 plus 1, therefore positive. A12 should be negative, but there is a 0, therefore no need to worry. A13, once again 0. A21, 0. A22, positive should be therefore 1. A23, it is 0. A31 is positive, therefore 0. A32, it is 0. A33, it is 1. Highly interesting, because we started with a matrix of identity, then we converted it into a determinant, and we tried to find the minors and cofactors of the determinant of an identity matrix. Here we are getting 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Highly interesting. Again, one more determinant, 1, 0, 4, 3, 5, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Go in that order. Let us try to find the minors of the first row elements. M11, M12, M13. Check out whether you are able to find how that 5 minus 1, 1, 2 comes. Removing the first row and the first column. For 1, 2, remove the first row and second column. For M13, remove the first row and the third column. For M21, M22, M23. For M21, remove the second row and first column. For M22, remove the second row and second column. For M23, remove the second row and the third column. Similarly, M31, M32 and M33 are obtained. Please do it in that order very carefully. Please write the 2 cross 2 determinant, then calculate. Don't try to calculate just like that, because there is a possibility of doing some errors in doing the calculation. Let us go back to the cofactors now. You know that. Now we have to attach the sign. For A11, positive. For A12, it should be negative, minus of M12. A13 once again positive, therefore it is 3. A21, it is negative, minus of minus 4. A22 positive. A23 negative, therefore minus of minus 1. Minus of 1, minus 1. A31 positive, but therefore minus 20 comes as minus 20 only. A32 should be negative sign, therefore minus of minus 13 plus 13. A33 minus 3 whole power 3 plus 3, therefore positive, therefore 5. So these are the cofactors of the elements of the given matrix. Okay, now we have just seen how to find the minors and cofactor. Let us move on to how to evaluate a determinant using the cofactors. Just expansion, nothing more than that. Using cofactors of elements of the second row. It is specified in this problem where we have to find the cofactors of the second row, then you have to evaluate it. You know that the element to be multiplied by the cofactor and sum of them will give you the value of the determinant. Okay, the second row should be taken. A21 to be found. I have found it. It is minus of, remove the second row and the first column. You will get 3823, therefore the answer is 7. A22, it will be minus 1 whole power 2 plus 2, therefore positive. Remove the second row and the second column, you will get 5813, so the answer is 7. A23, it is minus of, remove the second row and the third column, therefore 53 and 12, minus of 10 minus 3, therefore minus 7. Now what do you have to do now? The value of the determinant is the element multiplied by its cofactor. A21 multiplied by the cofactor, A22 multiplied by the cofactor, and A23 multiplied by its cofactor. For 2 into 7 plus 0 into 7 plus 1 into minus 7. Therefore, the final answer is 14 minus 7. Answer is 7. And please note, you can find the cofactors of any row or any column, and if you apply it, the final answer will be the same, because you know that the value of the determinant is uniquely determined. Number 4, using cofactors, evaluate. It's a highly interesting question. You have seen this type of question in expansion using properties of determinant also, but this problem is little bit asked in a different fashion. Using cofactors, you have to evaluate. Of which column? The third column. Well, we'll take the third column now. I will first find A13. It is positive. Remove the first row and the third column. 1y, 1z, therefore z minus y. A23, remove the second row and the third column, minus of 1x, 1z, minus of z minus x. You can write it as x minus z also, no issue. A33 plus of third row, third column is to be removed. You will get 1x, 1y, therefore it is y minus x. Now you got these values now. These are the cofactors. What is the value of the determinant? Element multiplied by the cofactor. Therefore, A13 multiplied by the cofactor, A23 multiplied by the cofactor, A33 multiplied by its cofactor. For YZ multiplied by that, ZX multiplied by that, I have written x minus z because z minus x is minus is there. Therefore, minus of z minus x is x minus z. I have expanded it. Now, the like terms are collected here. X square z, y square z, y z square, x z square, xy square and x square y. so that something can be taken common, and for factorization, z is taken common, z square is taken common, xy is taken common, and from all the factors you can take x minus y outside. From the first one, x square minus y square is x plus y into x minus y, therefore z into x plus y. The second one is minus of x minus y, therefore minus comes outside. The last one, it is minus of x y, therefore minus of x minus y, therefore minus xy. Once again expand, x minus y multiplied by z into x minus z plus y into z minus x by rearranging the terms once again. Our final answer is x minus y into y minus z into z minus x. I think it resembles a problem which you have seen in properties of determinant, where we have used properties of determinant to get these three factors. Here we have simply evaluated it using the cofactors of a particular column. Question number 5. You have been given the value of delta as this, and the value of the determinant is equal to what out of these four options given. But remember, all resemble the same thing. An element is multiplied by a cofactor, but remember, the element should be multiplied by the cofactor of the element itself. You say this is the definition. Sum of the product of the element with their corresponding cofactor. Let us take subdivision A. It is A11 into A31, not allowed. Subdivision B, A11, A11, okay. But A12 into A21, not allowed. The third one, A21 into A11, not allowed. Fourth one, that is the subdivision D, A11 into A11, A12 multiplied with its cofactor, A13 multiplied by the cofactor. Therefore, the answer is subdivision D.